What's going on, y'all? It's Elijah Locks, and we got another Prize Picks video for you guys. In today's video, we got the college football week 3 player prop starting off for the Friday slate. Got a nice little 4-gamer to choose from. Found 3 total props I love on the board. So before we get those, be sure to drop a like and subscribe with those post notifications turned on and be much appreciated. Again, if you guys have been staying tuned with the channel within the last 2 weeks, we've been going crazy on the WNBA end, and we got WNBA playoffs starting Sunday. So again, we'll be having a video for that. Gonna be out of town though within the next all the way until Monday. Gonna be in Arizona, so again will not be here for a little bit. But I'm gonna start and record a bunch of videos tonight. Gonna give you guys college football Saturday, Friday, and then probably upload the WNBA slate for the Sunday one that we have so far. It's only one game up in the moment. Might post that or a NFL video. So again, definitely will still be having uploads. But again, probably will miss on Mondays. But all these ones will be pre-recorded. So again, we'll give you guys recaps or whatever on the previous videos, however they go. But a little recap on yesterday's video. We went 2 out of 3 on the NFL Thursday Night Football slate. Unfortunately, Washington Commanders, we gave you guys that player of the day, McLaurin, over his 12 fantasy score. He ended up with 10. Unfortunately, they just couldn't get their offense clicking. It was not really even a bad play. Again, he had the most targets by far by any literally wide receiver, any target offensively for the Washington Commanders. I believe he had a total of 10 targets, with only half of those being actually caught. So again, kind of just an unfortunate one right there that Jaden Daniels and all of the targets really going to get connecting all night. Again, they were just having troubles from start to finish. So again, was a good read. Everything, he got the looks like I was predicting. The other 2 props did cash out on the Green Bay Packers end, but again, unfortunately, they just were not looking good at all. But hopefully we can bounce back for this Friday slate on college football. Got a pretty solid one. Should be a lot of electric games, high-powered offenses. Not even high-powered offenses, just a lot of bad matchups defensively for there to be a lot of matchup or offense. So with that being said, we're going to go and hop into the props on today's video. Again, if you guys are new here, we give you guys a player of the day in every single video. College football, though, it's kind of hard to do player of the days because we typically do the correlated ones. For these 3 games, though, we're going to be giving you guys a player from the Houston Cougars versus Colorado Buffaloes, and then New Mexico, 2 players from this game, one from UCLA, one from New Mexico. This one should be pretty solid. New Mexico's actually been looking pretty solid so far this season. They were able to keep up with Michigan, so definitely expecting a good one out of them. And then the spread on this game, over and under of 44.5 in favor of Houston, minus 3.5. So both these ones should be very solid. And with that being said, our player of the day in today's video, I know typically don't do player of the days for football, but I really like Dorian Thomas for the Lobos, New Mexico Lobos, over his receiving yards at 65.5. They are definitely going to be playing from behind over there on the road versus UCLA. And UCLA pass defense, they have been looking so weak so far this season. In receiving yard defense, they're ranked right now currently 76 in receiving yards allowed, around a total of 204 a game. We saw this guy have 71 receiving yards against Michigan, who again is a very good defense. Obviously, they're just playing from behind, and I didn't really watch this game, but more than likely, again, since they got up so early, they weren't playing crazy starters, full pressure, whatever you guys want to call it. And this second matchup against I think, I don't even know the school, little mid-major school, but again, they were pretty much in control the whole game, and they had a lot of rushing yards from what I saw on the box score, so had no reason to really throw. Again, a majority of the time, we were just really pounding it with the run game. But this matchup, they're going to be playing from behind. Again, they're anticipated to be down around 2 touchdowns on average, or pretty much the whole game. That's the spread, like I just showed you guys at the beginning. So with them being playing from behind, this team already has a 54% pass rate. And if we look at them when they were playing from behind in this first Michigan game of the season, they had 51 passing plays with a 67% pass rate. Again, with this game, anticipating for them to be down as well with the same exact spread that they lost in this game actually by. More than likely, we could see that pushing 70 pass rate percentage. And this Dorian Thomas dude, the tight end for this New Mexico team, has a 34 pass target share right here, as you guys can see, 33.8 to be exact. So far, the first 2 games that they've played, he's at 23 targets. The second highest guy has only seen 10. So again, more than double already, 33.4. I mean, 33.8 target share is definitely significant, and more than likely what we saw from a matchup when they were playing from behind, this dude saw 14 targets along with 10 receptions, which should be pretty easy for him to cover 65 receiving yards. Again, like I just mentioned, based off of the defense that we've been seeing from UCLA, I could definitely see UNM being able to compete against these guys and even cause an upset right here. So definitely on the lookout right there. they've been looking pretty solid. So Dorian Thomas is going to be our first player on today's video as the player of the day for this Friday slate. Yeah, Dorian Thomas right there at 65.5. And then on the other side of the ball on this matchup, like I mentioned, we're going to be rocking with Nico, the quarterback, over his rushing yards. Now, this Lobo team is so bad against the rushing yard defense. If we saw their last game against that mid-major team, like I just mentioned, they were really running the ball. They weren't even like throwing the ball crazy. Again, they were just running it down them. Now, New Mexico, obviously, this guy, he's talented player. He hasn't been living up to the expectations that he's been seeing for the amount that he got paid for moving to this UCLA team. Mexico, they're currently ranked 101 in rushing yards allowed, 161 a game. Now, this dude, if we look at this whole UCLA team in rushing attempt share, he has a 41 rush share percentage. Again, the second guy, which is their number one running back, has a total of 12 rushes on the season with a 20% rush share. So again, 40% of the rushes going to this dude with a 24 rush attempt share. Again, is just crazy. Both these teams were a lot better defensively in rushing yard defense compared to New Mexico, especially UNLV. And with them being up majority of the time, again, more than likely they're going to be up. The only reason why I'm taking it over the Goblin line instead of the normal line is because there's a chance that he's not even gonna like have to go for those crazy rushes, just really hand it off to his opposing team if they end up getting up by a good amount. But either way, 20 should be automatic. Could definitely see him get this in like literally one rush. Really his rushing plays against so far, what is this? 13 rush attempts, 11 rush attempts, again, have been very solid right there. And if he's taking 10 plus, 20 should be pretty much automatic against a team who is within the bottom 100 ranked area in that rushing yards. Again, 40% rush share. This one should be free. It is a Goblin line for a reason, and this play is currently minus 500 around all the other sports books. So Nico is going to be a second player on today's video over this rushing yards Goblin line at 19.5. And then with our last and final player on today's video, moving on to the Buffaloes versus Houston, we rock with Dean Connors over his rushing yards at 60.5. They've been looking so bad, Colorado, defensively in rushing yard defense. Their last two matchups, the first two games of the season, they have been getting dominated on the rush. The teams haven't been doing really much crazy passing against them, which they were pretty bad at last season. This season, teams have just been running all over them, literally just the full minutes of the game. Right now, they're currently ranked 122nd in rushing yards allowed, giving 200 plus a game. Now, this dude is a very talented player. We just saw him drop 132 against Rice. First game of the season, again, it was 27-0. He didn't have to do much, only saw a total of, 15 rush attempts, 13 rush attempts. And mind you, in only 13 rush attempts, he was able to get 132 yards. Now we got this one against Colorado, which I believe he should dominate in. And this game is anticipated to be pretty close. Again, minus 3.5. So again, these two ones were just crazy blowouts. If they're keeping up, again, more than likely we're going to see a lot more increase in his rush attempts. Again, just getting down to the wire, not having to share those rushing yards with the secondary running backs and stuff. So definitely going to be seeing a lot of usage. And on top of that, he's already been seeing a 33.7 rush share to his opposing teammates with 28 rushes on the whole season. And again, this team loves to run the ball as well with a 60% run rate. Again, definitely could see them keeping that up against a team who, again, is just terrible in the rushing yard defense. So if it's not broke, don't fix it. Again, this should be a good one for him to just keep his little run going. And I believe he should have a good game dominating on the rush. So Dean Connors is going to be our last and final player on today's video. Again, 60.5 rushing yards. And that is going to complete the two-man for this Friday, September 12th. Not WNBA slate, college football slate. Again, Dorian Thomas, 65.5 receiving yards. Second player, Nico, over his 19.5 rush yards. And then last player, Dean Connors, over 60.5 rushing yards. So nice little three-man. Throwing $20, win 70, 3.5x payout. Definitely a good little one I would recommend throwing in there. Again, I told you guys my favorite one, Dorian Thomas. And then these are our other two props. So we're going to go and pair it with them to complete the three-man. So yeah, that is all I got for you guys. Again, please drop the like and subscribe if you guys haven't already. It would be much appreciated. If you guys are new here to the channel, we do not charge for picks or anything. So again, if you guys would like to support me and help me out, best way you guys can do that is, again, just dropping that like right quick down below. And again, subscribe if you guys haven't already. Got so much content coming up in the near future. Next thing you know it, within the next month, we got NBA We still got WNBA playoffs. So again, definitely a lot of basketball content. And then we still got the whole college football and NFL season, which just started. So definitely going to be giving you guys, again, my full effort, just trying to give you guys these videos daily. And these ones we are rocking with for this Friday day. So that is all I got for you guys. Let me know what you guys think down in the comments below. Hope you guys enjoyed. Thanks for watching, and let's see today.